What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. So over the past few years, I've been using the Sony A7 III as my main camera, and I've gotten a lot of DMs and YouTube comments of people asking about my settings. So today I'm going to show you guys the settings in my Sony A7 III. One key point I want to make is that I'm not a tech person. I don't really get into the specs of the camera too deep. I'm more of a feel vibe type guy. I like go off of what looks good to me, what feels good, and I base all my work off that more so than the camera has this and that. All of that is cool, but I'm not really into all of that. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the camera. Okay, so now let's turn the camera on. We're gonna go to menu, and like I said, I'm not a tech person, so there's a lot of things in the menu that I don't touch at all. The first page I want to go to is page 5 on the first tab, and as you can see, the majority of the time I shoot in continuous autofocus. Sony's known for their great autofocus system, and it pretty much always does the job for me, so that's what I run with unless I absolutely have to use manual focus, and in that scenario I'll switch to manual focus. Like I said, all of this stuff I don't touch except focus area. I keep my focus area on zone. Got a couple other options: wide, flexible spots, center, but I keep mine on zone. Let's see, let's move along through the menu. I don't touch any of that stuff. Metering mode, it's in multi, whatever that means. My white balance, for the majority of the time, I keep it in auto. There are some scenarios where I use daylight and incandescent when I have to. Daylight is just like your normal everyday outside daylight shot, and incandescent I use when there's yellow orangey light and I want to kind of give it a more daylight tone. Yeah, but for the most part I keep that in auto. Back to the menu, scroll down, picture profile. So my picture profile, I feel like, is the main thing. Is the focal point of my settings, and I feel like it's pretty basic. PP7, picture profile 7, black level 0, gamma S-log 2. I don't touch any of this other stuff. S gamut for the color mode, and that's my picture profile. I don't even know, I don't play around with too much. I found what works for me and I ran with that, so it is what it is. My exposure mode, if you go over to tab 2, my exposure mode, I keep it in manual focus. You have some other options: auto, aperture priority, and shutter priority. I keep mine in manual exposure so I can control all the aspects of the camera while I'm shooting. File format, when I'm doing slow motion scenes, I'm usually in 1080 HD, 120 frames per second at 100 megabits. Then for my master performance shots, I'm usually in 4K 24 frames per second at 100 megabits. I don't really touch any of these other settings. Page 2, tab 2, page 2, Autofocus drive speed, I have it at fast. Track sensitivity, I have it at responsive. Let's go through. Steady shot on, when I have a lens that supports steady shot. Another thing, when I'm shooting, I shoot with it set on the movie dial. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So there it is, my Sony A7 III camera settings for 2025. I feel like the Sony A7 III is still a great camera to buy in 2025. If you're looking to get into doing videos, creating content, at the end of the day, you gotta work with your equipment and what you have and get better. I feel like I haven't maximized the capabilities of the Sony A7 III. That's the reason why I haven't upgraded. But I will eventually when I feel like I've mastered this camera. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Please subscribe, like this video. I'm looking to produce more content on a more consistent level. My bad, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to produce more content, get it out there, man, but it's hard. It's definitely hard getting in front of the camera and just talking to the lens, like. But I'm getting used to it. It's getting kind of cool. More videos to come. I'm not gonna hold you guys up, so